who are assisting us in this. How do we unravel this? How can I have a pack of people, very few people, carrying the burden for so many people? You know, so the minute we share this burden among so many people, the tax burden will come down. Okay. Right now, we are in a fix.
Are we being taxed heavily to renovate houses?
That's now the second part of the conversation. What do we do with the money? Okay? Yes. I do believe that, and I'm saying this as a cabinet secretary in charge of public service, performance and delivery management. And this is something I say in private and I say in public. We are very wasteful as a government. We are very wasteful. We are living with beyond our means. We have got things that we are doing that can be reduced. Kenyans are right to demand of us to live within our means. And that, when it comes to how we spend the taxes, I have, kama hiyo ndio Gen Z, meaning Gen Z squared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to, even, I'm in charge of something called the Kenya School of Government. It's under me, it's under my ministry. I've introduced a mandatory course in government called Living Within Your Means. Yeah? And every civil servant will have to go through that and undergo that. If they don't know how to live within our means, I'll teach them how to live within our means. Because we cannot be spending all the money that already Kenyans are complaining about on mandazi, on travel, on such kind of, especially where there's no benefit. So some things are legitimate, some things are justified, but still we have a lot of things, hidden accounting there that is masking a lot of, I do believe from where I see it, that we can be able to cut close to around 30 to 30% of our budget without affecting government delivery, just by really focusing on this issue of living within our means.
What are some of the things that the government is doing that you don't support?
In terms of expenditure?
Yes.
I think there is a lot of seminars, my friend.
Seminars?
Unachukua simu, unapigia mtu, uko wapi? 7 out of 10 people niko Naivasha.
Okay.
You would think it is Happy Valley or something.
Okay.
But it's just a way of people allowances, per diems and all that. My God. Mtu anakuambia, unajua, you send someone, like for example, I'm taking a day flight to Mombasa. You find my office has sent a driver and a car. The other day I was in Mombasa. I discovered, I didn't know, I thought I was going to have like another vehicle there. There are a lot of governments here in Mombasa. I'm only there for a day. I found my driver, my bodyguard, vehicle has gone all the way to Mombasa. I said, this is too much, I didn't ask for this.
What did you do about it?
No, of course I made notes about it. I'm talking about
just a few days ago. You knew, so what did you do?
By the way, I'm driving that policy now about vetting who, people who are traveling for example, to Mombasa ought not to have their drivers and bodyguards and vehicles going down to Mombasa. But then you know what is the justification I'm giving? Forget about what I'm doing about it. Do you know what's the justification?
Yeah.
Sasa, unajua huo mtu hajakuwa na trip. Unajua sasa hii ni mwezi ya pili hajapata per diem. It's not because I need it.
Okay.
Because there is somebody, it is an avenue for per diem. It is like a policy for equalization.
So whatever the government is doing that you don't support is just seminars?
No, there's a host of other things. And we are into this, by the way, it's my ministry which is leading this exercise.
Okay.
Obina called me up here after 6 months. Okay. Ask me the same question.
So
I'm leading this exercise of ensuring that we cut waste and we cut unnecessary expenditure. Okay.
So you and I both agree that the government is having unnecessary or wasteful expenditure.
Wasteful, yeah.
But also we are being taxed more, so we can. So what do we need to fix? Do we need to fix the expenditure, or do we need to get taxed more?
Both. No, what you need to do, 2 things. Yeah, 2 things. On the taxation.
Which one comes first?
First of all, expenditure, I'm with you.
So we need to fix our expenditure.
No, we need to fix our expenditure. With or without, because that's what is within our control.
So we need to pause on the tax.
No, don't pause on the taxes, because you can't stop a country.
No. The ones that are being added.
A country is your TV.
No, it's okay. Mheshimiwa, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the ones that are being added now. They are necessary taxes that are now fingering the normal money.
By the way, the reason for taxation sometimes, and I'm not here to teach you economics, I don't want to teach you, is not just for money sometimes. Sometimes it's for policy. I'll give you an example. Last year, when I was Minister for Trade, I put in a tax for taxing unnecessary imports, things that we can be able to manufacture here. Because I want people to have jobs here. Man, do you know, you are happy you are here in Kireresho. You go to the countryside on any day without a loudspeaker. Unasimamisha gari unaona kama ni ya mheshimiwa hapo. Inajaa. You think those people have come from their jobs to come and because you are very handsome? No. They have come there because they have nothing to do. We have these huge problems of unemployment, admittedly. And when we keep on importing things from out there, denying our country of jobs, we are really sabotaging and undermining ourselves. So last year, I put in taxes for imports which are necessary from outside. Did I do that because of the revenue part of it, of the money part of it? No. I did it to discourage that guy. As a result, a factory for cement, which was not there for clinker, has opened up in West Pokot. Today, before I came to this show, I called the guy who's running the owner of that factory. 2,800 people he's employed as a result of deliberate policies that I put in there.
That's one policy. Then also, you and I both know it is cheaper to import than
absolutely. It is, yes.
And also the industry economy in the country is dead.
I will not allow.
You will not allow, but it's already
happening.
I will not allow. Importing is cheaper.
No.
Manufacturers are opting to manufacture in Uganda and Tanzania.
I will not make it very expensive. I will make importation very expensive. You will,
but you've been in power for 2 years.
I did my bit. I'm very proud of that. I did my bit. Factories are moving back. I taxed import of cement. I taxed import of steel.
Okay.
This year, we are going to, by the way, tunaweka, I don't know, I have not seen the last version, but tunaweka tax ya 25% kwa viatu. Kama unataka kununua Italia, kama unataka to buy from Italy, prepare to buy, to pay more. Tuko na Ngozi hapa, we have got the second largest herd of cattle which can produce shoes in Africa, right here in Kenya. If you tell me that I'll be popular because I have allowed Gucci shoes,
no.
You bring Gucci shoes all you want, but you will pay for it.
Let me ask you a normal question that a normal Mwananchi will ask you.
Yes.
Okay? So you put heavy taxes on imports.
Yes.
But you don't empower the industries here because you're also taxing them heavily so they cannot manufacture, but people can also not import.
Do you know?
Do you see the situation that you're trying to create?
The people,
what are you doing to the equilibrium of the market?
The people who are manufacturing here, by the way, let me give you an example. You know, I'm no longer in that ministry. When I left there, I left most of these taxes for imports at 17%. They are called actually the Moses Kuria levies and taxes for the imports. So there was a suggestion to make them 10%. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Fact your story. So I said, okay. I told the minister and I told the president, if that's what you guys agree with, industry is fine. So they call a meeting. The president was chairing the meeting, the minister and the industry. And I'm saying this is a public watch show. So I cannot rely on this kind of a show. Do you know what they said? You remove that 17%. We are now investing with more certainty. We are applying for more permits. By the way, to change a country takes some deliberate, sometimes painful processes. And because me, I don't want to be anything else, Obina. I just want to do a good job. Leave my legacy for this country. Live a better life for my children and the children of this country and go. Okay. I really say that we must make deliberate, sometimes painful decisions.
Okay.
Yeah? Nikisimama kula tena uninyime.
Oh yeah. What are you wearing that is Kenyan made?
Hapa kuna kitu ya Kenya lakini nalipa taxes. Sasa hizo mimi silalamiki. Sasa shida yako ni nini? Okay. Unaona sasa ndio tunasema freedom of choice. Unaona?
So when you are the CS of trade, when umesema we are wasteful, but you rented offices uko to Rivers. Against the directive of the government that office what wagava inafaa kuwe pali fulani.
Do you know how much I was paying in that office?
I have no idea.
Zero. Go back to record.
Oh, zero. So ulipatiwa donation.
Nilipatiwa donation because people thought that the agenda you were doing was more suited for them.
So mtu akakuita akakwambia chukua ofisi for free.
Yeah, and by the way, it's a government office. That company which owns that building, it's owned predominantly by Kenyan government.
Okay.
Yeah, government is the largest shareholder of that one. It's like kukuuliza kwa nini unaenda home.
Okay. Aya. How are you supporting Kenya manufacturers since nothing you're wearing is Kenyan? You are an importer.
I'm putting laws, I'm putting policies, I'm putting taxes. I am going to ensure that. By the way, why are you not mentioning my industrial parks? Every corner of the country, I started industrial park. 32 out of 47.
I have that in the conversation.
Out of 47 counties.
And they are not functional.
Yeah?
They are not functional.
No, they are in the process. They are in the process.
They are not functional.
They are in the process. At least when I was...
I have my receipts like this.
Give it to me.
No, I started. Nyinyi ni wale wa, okay, stadium. So munaenda munasema ndio hii, alafu it's not functional, but it's a shell. So yes, you say industrial parks, but none of them is functional.
No, let me say something. But then we are not behind schedule. We are not behind schedule. And I do believe that by the end of this year, take it from me, in 6 months' time, all the industrial parks will be functional.
6 months' time.
6 months' time.
Umeanza mambo ya 6 months' time.
Okay, 5 months. I am very sure of what I'm saying. I am very sure. I am extremely sure of what. Because hiyo kitu sio mambo ya kazi, my friend.
No, but
that's part of my legacy and my legacy for this country.
But in your legacy, you believe, and I'm like, the fact that you're believing means you've not put strategy enough, because hope is not a strategy.
No, I'm following up, by the way, Obina. I can tell you every place I went, whether it is Riwa in Homa Bay, whether it is Alego in Siaya, whether it is, Rumuruti in Laikipia, whether it is in every place that I open industrial park, I will see to it that it gets completed, and not in infinite period, but within this calendar year. Because and when that happens, this country will change. This country will start changing. This country will now start distributing jobs. You know?
Let me throw a spanner in the works. Why were you shuffled from trade?
Because it's prerogative of the president to shuffle. What is wrong with public service?
You cannot be shuffled if you're delivering, or maybe you are over-delivering.
I was over-delivering, so I was asked to go and donate my skill to other presidents.
So it's like, oh my God, wow!
Can I ask you some questions?
Please come
before I became Minister for Public Service, what do you know about public service? What do you know?
You know, the fact that your face is very recognizable.
Handsome.
Then you've been in the...
Did you say handsome?
But yeah. But the fact that people see you and they remember you, like umesema kwa story ya Msando you are... So what ukiona memali wana pay attention, it doesn't mean it's delivering. Kuna watu wakipindire.
So let me leave it to Kenyans to judge, but I think I'm very proud of my record.
Okay. Okay. Now, let's come to something that I've seen you're doing. You're doing a football tournament? Around the country?
Tournaments, yeah.
Tournaments.
Yeah.
How many are they?
Well, I started in January. I started in the first region.
Okay.
Mount Kenya region. You know, they say you have to preach in Jerusalem before you go to Judea and the other places.
Okay.
11 counties from Isiolo all the way to Nakuru.
Okay.
66 constituencies. Every constituency had a team. Every constituency had to select like a national team of that constituency.
Okay.
And then they played on a league format and then went to the knockout and all that. And now in 10 days' time we'll do the grand final. And by the way, it was 10 counties to begin with. Then Isiolo County complained that we are also from the mountain. So we added them. Only 2 constituencies. Do you know who is in the final? One of the teams in the final? Isiolo. The one which came by accident. So these old, what do you call them? You know, like stereotypes. Yeah. That this one can play football, this one cannot play football. But other than football, the whole thing is engaging the youth.
So what's the purpose of this tournament?
It is reforming the youth, engaging the youth. You know, people, especially in that region, are saying, okay, let us use the hard tactics to fight alcoholism, to fight drugs and all that. And I said, well, I even got into trouble with a lot of people, even my friends within government. I said, well, it's okay. You can use the hard tactics, okay. You can do all those, measures to, to use force and to use the police. And I said, but can't we also start asking ourselves, after these young people are removed from alcohol, from drug abuse and all that, what do they do? That's why we organized that tournament. You know, that has been very engaging. Now, after the final on the 7th of July, we are starting the second series in the counties of formerly Western Kenya and Nyanza. 80 constituencies in 11 counties, from Migori to Siaya to Homa Bay, Kisumu, Vihiga, all the way to the Kisii and Nyamirat and all that. So that now, and then finally, we'll move to the other regions and then we'll do one. For me, it is something I've got passion for.
You're doing it out of pocket?
Out of pocket, yes. And me and my friends, my foundation, no government in it.
So break it down for me like this. Team mbili zinakuja kucheza.
Yeah.
Si ndio?
Yeah.
Wana win nini?
Final, in final.
Yeah.
In final, number one and I win 5 million.
Now, the first team is winning 5 million.
Yes.
But how many teams are they collectively?
We had 66 teams. I was saying for the one
66 teams?
Yeah.
So 66 teams will train.
Yeah. No, 66, they competed. They already competed.
Yeah, but they're training and rehearsing and doing everything.
No, it was a league. It was a league all the way.
That is not being funded.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
How do you mean not being funded? I have been funding it.
You are funding the final?
No.
So all the 66 teams...
Okay, let me tell you, 66, we were in 8 groups. Let me tell you. Okay. We were in 8 groups. Each group was playing against each other. 7 games for each team, and some of them 9. Each weekend was a game. They were going far away. People were going to places they've never been before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is funding the transport and logistics?
Myself.
Okay. Then when they play against each other, how much are they winning at that low level?
At the low level, we just give them allowance. It's part of the playing. You compete for a prize.
Allowance of how much?
We normally will give them around 25,000, 30,000 per team per weekend, and we're talking about 66 teams. And we pay referees, we pay for the logistics, we pay for the all these things. It is heavy. It is taxing. So I'm very grateful to my friends, and to the corporates, because when my foundation came forward and asked for support, we got support from quite a number of corporates, just like I'm going to do in the Western edition that I'm going to do. And by the way, Obina, the first time I did this, especially for Mount Kenya, the same format was in the year 2011. I was not an MB. I was a nobody. I still did it for the same cause. I remember the final was in Thika Stadium, and Uhuru Kenyatta, then Deputy Prime Minister, was a guest of honor. For me, it's a passion. It's something that I do for the young people of this country, and I do believe in it, and I'll continue doing it. Okay.
So they win 5 million. What next?
Then we hope to get other sponsors. We start another one. And then, of course, there's a lot of talent search, by the way. By the way, during the final, it's going to be in Kirigiti Stadium. I take this opportunity to welcome you officially.
Okay.
Roiro, who went to the final against Isiolo North. But you also have a curtain raiser which has been confirmed today, Masemeji Derby, Gor Mahia versus AFC in the final, as we moved into the Western region. I really do hope that my friends, my sponsors, my well-wishers come and we raise more money and get more people. We need to have courses. I heard you having something for
men's mental health awareness.
Yes, I read somewhere. Saturday. Yeah. Yes, and I will support, because I really want, if all of us in this country, everybody take a course. Just take one course that you believe in. Hata kama ni Beach Boys or anything. Just anything, just pick a course. Everybody pick a course. Inchi kuna mashida mingi, by the way.
Yeah, Beach Boys ni gani?
Kuna wengine huko pengine rehabilitate, wengine huko, mwingine huko something else. If only all of us. And by the way, nobody has ever invited me for a course that I've never participated in. Yeah, okay. A course. Because
now, let me bring you back to the sports space.
Yeah.
Because you've spoken about football.
Yeah.
Football in Kenya is doing very badly.
Yeah.
As is. Are you having conversations with your fellow CSS and the other PSS to do something about the football and also our athletes? Because currently I'm doing a show, it's called Safari za Mabingwa. Sponsored by Daka Mamili and Team Kenya. We are hosting athletes. We are just sharing their stories because they go out there, they put Kenya on the map, they come back Kenya, wanarisiviwa na kaflawa kwa airport, then story na crash. Nobody cares about them, how they train, what they do. Even Team Kenya.
What is the cost? What are you doing with them?
I'm asking you.
What has been done for them?
No. I'm asking you, are you having conversations with your fellow CSS about how to change the sports industry in Kenya? As it is, we are doing badly.
Let me say this. One, I am really surprised by the Kenyan sports. If this one achievement you've done as a government for the last 2 years, it's sports. I remember during the
achievement.
World Cup, yeah. I remember during the World Cup was it 20? When it was World Cup 22 in Qatar? And I was watching a game at the residence of the British High Commission with Ababu Namwamba. And just like that, I told him, Ababu, what about if we go and bid for AFCON and we bid for it as a region? And by the way, if you go back to my socials on that day, I did say we are going to bid, because we just agreed. We were also new ministers and maybe we were excited a bit. I said, what about if we try? And I remember one thing I told Ababu, if we try, we might fail. But if you don't try, you'll definitely fail. That's what I told Ababu. And just like that, he took it up. And look at it here. 2027, we are going to have AFCON here. our under 18 girls have qualified for World Cup. Forget about what it is. A Kenyan team, don't care what it is, has qualified, in case you forgot, for World Cup finals. A Kenyan team. Unprecedented. Unheard
Yeah. They did, but the government had nothing to do with them. They're just brilliant young people who have talent. We're talking about the facilities that the government is putting in place.
When good things happen, it is the weather. When bad things happen, it's the government.
Okay. Tell me 10 good things that the government has done in the last 2 years.
On
just
what?
10.
On what?
General, everything. Just 10.
My friend.
Just 10 good things that the government has done for its people.
My friend, I don't need to tell you 10. Government does not need to do 10. Government does not need to do 10 good things.
It needs to do one.
Government needs to do 4 or 5 things.
Let's talk about one good thing that the government has done for its people.
Food.
Which food?
Food.
Which food?
Security.
Which?
Food security. Cost of living is down. 40 million bags of maize in the other year, up to 61%, 50%. Figures don't lie. It's liars who figure.
Mheshimiwa, we are figuring out that you're also becoming a liar. On a national platform, we have 8.4 thousand people watching this live, and you're saying that there's food security in the country.
Yes, it doesn't happen by happenstance or by kneeling down and saying a prayer. It is deliberate policies. It doesn't happen like that. It is when we were giving people subsidized fertilizer.
Fake fertilizer is what you're talking about? The soil?
Let me ask
you thought we forgot?
Let me ask you a question.
The fact that we don't talk about
Are we going to harvest fake maize?
No.
You know,
but there was fake fertilizer.
Yeah, there was
it's a very big issue.
Yes, there was a big issue, yes.
Yeah.
Just like, not that every good
want to downplay it.
I want to downplay it because I want to look at the harvest. I want to look at the harvest.
So we use fake fertilizer, but we get...
No, let's look at the harvest. What are you going to tell to the farmer there in Kitale? Ati wewe usipande sababu kuna sijui mavi ya donkey. And then when it comes to harvesting time,
let me ask you, should we consider you a friend or an enemy? Are you our friend or are you our enemy?
I told you I didn't come for groupies. So let's have a conversation.
Which I know, but now you're clearly going against the truth of the matter.
No. We are truthful people.
Times are tough.
No, we are truthful people. Times are tough.
Kenyans are revolting.
Times are tough.
But we are figuring a way to downplay that. Ukipanda na fake fertilizer si mahindi tamea.
Wacha nikwambie, for me harvesting maize in this year, I'm really having my calculator. I want to see us reach 80 million bags. Okay. Tukifikisha 80 million bags, nijue sasa hakuna kuimport mahindi. Hizo stories zingine zinaweza kuendelea, my friend.
Tusipofika 80 million bags, tusipofika,
we have to double our effort. That's for me.
Which effort? We're already being given fake fertilizer. And already taxes are high. So even the farmers are not even happy about it.
Let me ask you, if you meet a farmer today, what will you tell them? By the way, they planted already. What will you tell them? Usitamwambia mkulima nini? Usipande kwa sababu kuna
uwezekano. Wasipande because guys are surviving. Guys are surviving.
We are talking, mambo ya chakula, my friend, it's a matter of life and death. It's life and death. Yeah? It's about...
Oh, you need to change battery. Okay. Play the ad for Gold Child. You got it? Yes. What you're seeing now is Obina Show Live crew in action. That's my team. That's one of them. We have about 5 of them over here. You're learning videography, photography. Maybe you want to do production. Maybe you want good quality videos and you're wondering what to do. Now, I have a deal for you. Gold Child Media Training Institute. Their poster is going to be on the screen now. Their intake is ongoing. They're trustworthy and they know what to do. You want to get a certificate. You want to get a diploma. You want to get your hands in the action. Usikuna kana sema, I want to be like Obina. I want to do what Obina does, but you've not gone to school. You have to go to school. That is Gold Child Media Training Institute, and they're presenting to you empowerment through expression. You get in there, you express yourself. Na ukipitia sometimes in the lecture halls, utanipata huko, nimepitia naongea na wewe kidogo na kupatia motivation na kuinspire na kuambia by the way ukitaka kwa kama ujamaa burudi pale kidogo. Unaona kazi ninafanya hapo? You have to go to school for you to learn how to operate that camera. So talk to Gold Child Media Training Institute. You get to enroll now, you get to enroll your son. The schools are closed by the way. Asikae nyumbani sana nini. Anaweza learn part time, then shule zikifunguliwa anarudi. Their contacts are on the screen. Get in touch with them. Ufundishe mtoto wako aweze kufuata passion yake. Ama ni aje? Yes, what you're seeing. Alrighty, there you have it. That is Gold Child Media Institute. If you're looking for a school to go and enroll and study media, production, you want to do editing, videography, photography, Gold Child Media, they are in town, Development House. You should consider taking your people over there. They have the short courses. So probably during school, shule zimefungwa, ama unataka tu course kingine kuongezea, consider joining Gold Child Media Institute. Also, as you can see my suit today, I've been dressed by Fashion Aid. Yeah, I've been dressed by Fashion Aid. So unajiuliza labda utafikia wapi, wapigie simu, unataka suti kama unataka ku look fitty like this. They're in Karen, that is Fashion Aid and Kubai. They are based in Karen. Their number is 0746 178 778. 0746 178 778. Wanakupatia luku moja, very, very polite. Also, another thing you need to note, on Saturday, I am doing a men's mental health awareness walk. Okay? June is the month for men's mental health awareness. But nobody's really talking about it like we should. So I've decided to spearhead this walk. It is a walk for all men. Because globally, according to World Health Organization, 75% of the suicides committed worldwide is men. Oh. That's an alarming number. Men are hurting, men are not talking. The ones who are talking, they don't know how to talk or they don't know who to talk to. So we're doing a walk. We partnered with the Nairobi City County and of course the Kenya Police. We're going to do a peaceful walk on Saturday, 29th of June. We are meeting at Uhuru Park at 7 a.m. in the morning. There's going to be entertainment. We also have other partners who are going to be doing free health checks. Wanaume mkuje mpimwe damu inapigaje, roho inapigaje, kidney bado iko kando ya tumbo ama kidney imesonga kwa shingo, wanaangalia hizo zote. So tukishafanya hiyo tunatembea tu town kidogo, tunakuja tunaongeleshwa kidogo so that we are told how to talk and where to address it, okay? It's not an Obina event, it is for men. Kuna mtu anasema, no, ni event ya Obina. No. It's just that Obina is the first one to do it in Kenya because nobody has done it. But we're looking at all the stakeholders, from the government to the non-governmental organizations. It is an alarming rate that we are losing men. Men are hurting, and I'm saying the event is for both women and men. Because most men, we don't know how to organize ourselves. And then also men also fear stigma. Oh, nikienda utafikira mimi ni cheesy. No. Women, you people know how to organize yourselves. Please, organize us. Your sons, your brothers, your husbands, your cousins, your uncles, your grandfathers, your fathers, bring them. Come with them. Walk with them. Show them that you care and give them a listening ear. And maybe if we do that, we'll see a change. Let's go back to 70, then 60, then 50, all the way to 0. That rate is alarming. So on Saturday, 29th June, 7 a.m., Men's Mental Health Awareness Walk. Happening where? Uhuru Gardens. Nakutana hapo, halafu tunaenda round. Alrighty? And finally, the tour that we are doing with Demo of Facebook, we're going around the country. We've postponed it to August. We are to start on the 5th of July in Narok, Club Elevate and Emirishoi Gardens. Tumesongeza kwa nini? Saizi tuko maandamano. Tunapambana. We are rejecting finance bill for now. We are focusing on one thing at a time. So kesho Tuesday tuko pale town, we are rejecting it. Tukishamalizana na finance bill tuseme tumeridhika. Sasa tunarudi na comedy sasa. Tumeona tusongeze mpaka August. So if you bought your ticket on madfund.com, don't worry, it's still very valid. When we resume in August, we are still coming back. But now we've narrowed down the cities. Instead of 15 towns, we are doing about 8 towns. And then we go to Australia, we go to Gulf, we go to UK, and also we go to the USA. So don't forget to buy your ticket. Stay tuned. We'll be giving you more information. Just know that we've moved it from June, from July to August because saizi bado napambana na finance bill. We are rejecting it. I'm hosting Bwana CS in the building and we're having conversations. And guys are just wondering, who is the comedian today in this show? Mama Mechemuka, I know you have your questions. In the next about 5-10 minutes, we're going to shoot your questions to Mheshimiwa CS and it's going to capture them very fast. But I still have like 2-3 other questions that I also need to get to conclude with him and then out to run. Bwana CS, yes. Toka TikTok.
Niko zima.
I have about 4 major questions I want to ask you. Number 1, Office of the First Lady, Office of the... you know, do you support that?
Yeah, it is part of tradition, really. It's the same thing you have your mental...
Don't compare mental wellness.
It is the same.
No. It's not the same. It's not a
The office of the spouse.
Yes.
In all jurisdictions.
Okay.
happen because of people who want to identify with a cause. For example,
okay,
the Margaret Kenyatta, you know what she did with the Beyond Zero.
Yes.
Because not everything can be done by government. You know, now someone will ask, why is Obina?
But it's being funded by the government, right? So you're saying not everything can be done with the government, but it's being funded by the government. So basically, is the government doing it by extension?
By extension, yes. And because of that, a lot of people, not necessarily, the office is funded by the government. The course was not funded by government. Do you know that? The Beyond Zero, the one for Margaret Kenyatta, was not funded by
the office is funded by the government.
The office is funded by government.
And you support it?
Yes, I support that. It's part of really building the family institution in this country. No, it's part of tradition.
Yeah. Affordable housing. The housing levy.
Yeah.
Do you support it?
People receive
do you understand it first?
Of course. We started the housing levy in the other government when I was the vice chair of the committee responsible for that levy.
Okay.
I'm the ancestor of the housing levy. And I know what it can do. And I know when right now we have 150,000 young people working on this project. I wish I had somewhere else to take them.
Forget the people working on the project. Let's look at the big number.
The only reason I'm doing it.
No. Look at the big
number. They are the only reason we do the housing. People.
It's because people are working. So you're looking for people from Jengo.
Absolutely.
So the solution for unemployment is to build Jengos and taxes.
It means a lot for those people. If you are fortunate enough even to have a capacity to pay that tax, think of that guy there who has never seen color.
So the many will suffer at the expense of the few.
Listen, I like your question. Do you know how many people work in formal employment? 1 million people.
It's not about formal employment.
3 million people. 3 million people.
Don't reverse that bus you're trying to throw me under. It's not about the people working in formal space.
16 million people don't know the color of a payslip.
Affordable housing.
16 million people don't know the color of age. They don't know the color of a payslip. Ati sasa wanalia wakilia pamoja na the 3 million.
Mheshimiwa, affordable housing. Affordable housing.
Yes.
Is just you support it, eh?
I support it fully.
So, we rejected it.
Yeah.
It was shoved down our throats.
Yeah.
We've rejected the finance bill. It's being shoved down our throats. Are we really being heard?
No, you're being heard. You're being heard.
But ignored.
But you're not voting to put your people in parliament. 7 million. Turudi hapo. No matter how much you want to have.
Okay. Aya. Tutoke huko basi because
itakuwa 12 million. Next time you know better.
Okay. Yo umekataa, umefanya namna hii. Now let's come back to something that you said a while ago. And let's just do a quick check. We see how far it has gotten to. So you had spoken about you're going to be the one to sponsor the impeachment of Gachagua.
I didn't say that. Where do umekuwa na fake news wewe? I didn't say that I'm going to support the impeachment.
Okay, let me say you said you're going to sponsor the impeachment of the deputy president.
I didn't say that.
Or you didn't say that?
You tell me. I've
just told you said it. So I'm like, how far are you with it?
You know, kuna kitu kwa kizungu inaitwa he who alleges must prove. Okay. So the burden is not on me.
Aya. Nitishe receipt zitume size.
Tafadhali.
Sawa, tafadhali nitumie niyo receipt.
Na ulipe tax on it.
First of all, is your chama cha kazi still active?
No, I left chama cha kazi because I'm not supposed to be a member of our party, but it's still there.
Okay.
Do you want to join?
No.
Oh, very good.
No. Mimi niko chama cha Gen Z. Tuna reject finance bill.
I hope you do something after rejecting. Something more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I hope you are more organized. You know, it is important to be politically organized because you can have numbers which doesn't mean a lot politically. So I hope from beyond this rejecting, beyond the Gen Z thing, I hope the young people of this country will start giving serious consideration to political organization, to political
2027. We are cleaning that house. Ngoja uone.
Tutaenda nyumbani?
Yes. Si ungoje uone we are here.
Mimi kwanza nisha clean my cave. Simuona tulikuwa cave.
Tumeshawapima vizuri.
As long as we have democracy. Kwani si nyinyi watoto wetu?
Tumewapima. 2027.
Kwani nani? Watoto wetu tusikie vibaya, watoto wetu wanakuja kutupeleka nyumbani.
Wacha nikupeleke
sasa. And by the way, I go home every day. So usianze kunishtua tutatupeleka home kila jioni.
Aya, let me take you to Nzoia Sugar. So presidential directives must mean something, right? So in Bungoma, Madaraka Day celebrations, the president spoke and gave dates and promised that the farmers and the workers of Nzoia Sugar, who are now in their second year without salary, are going to be sorted. You are the head of the public service. Have you actioned on the presidential directive?
When was the directive? We passed this in cabinet.
Ilikuwa Madaraka Day celebrations.
Ya mwaka huu.
Ilikuwa Bungoma.
Ya mwaka huu Bungoma. Yes. And we have provided for the money in the budget. This budget.
No, have they been?
No,
it's just to know.
It's not a banana republic. Kwanza unataka walipe na nini? Na kutaki tulipe taxes? Hebu sema.
Let me just clear the air. Kenyans have not refused to pay taxes.
Turudi hapo. Nzoia walipwe. Nimekubali tick tick tick. Leta pesa.
No. Mheshimiwa, we have not refused to pay taxes. We've always been paying taxes. We are just saying these taxes that are being introduced are infringing on our right to live. You want us to die. Because as it is, we are struggling to survive. We are holding on straws. Then muna impose zingine tena. We're like, all right. Yo umeruka umefanya namna hii. Mulisema kuna maswali. All right? I'll just take two from our kohapa. Shout yours.
My
name is Ruben. Yes, Ruben.
What is your relationship with US right now after Ruto's business?
Yeah.
I think...
Okay, I'll add on to that as well. So what's the relationship with US after Ruto's visit? And then also in Parliament the other day, there were some US Congress people watching live when they were debating on the bill. What was that about?
No, but we have an open parliament. We have an open... It is broadcasted live. Kama Obina show. What's the relationship between you and people watching this show?
We are family.
What's the tofauti? Now, our relationship with the US has never been better. You know, the kind of investment deals that we signed with the US. Right now, we are just about to conclude the only African countries signing a strategic trade and investment partnership with the US. Very favored, very privileged position. I think it's paying off. I think our relationship with the US, the investment we paid in this relationship is paying off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you support us sending policemen to Haiti?
Haiti is a black country.
Yeah.
It's a black
but
country.
Is the reason and the purpose. It's not about the country.
You know,
why are we sending?
Culturally, we are more acceptable there.
Which is fine as tourists. But why are we jumping? Okay. So you support us sending police to Haiti?
You know, Kenya...
But we cannot sort bandits hapa in our backyard. So we've had the bandit situation forever, but in Haiti is now where we know how to tunajua kushine.
But how come haukuuliza Somalia?
No, Somalia is our sister country. Somalia is a border between Kenya and Somalia. If you go there, we're trying to maintain peace because wanakam kwa Kenya.
I thought you are
Haiti.
I thought you were supposed to be younger and more than me, and I'm supposed to be like the old-fashioned guy who is only thinking about the village, and you're supposed to know about the global praise, and you're supposed to know that because of maybe globalization, digitization. Now, who is tonnage? Me, mama, baby.
Tunaongea facts.
No,
it's yes or no. Do you support us sending police to Haiti?
I do support because the world is becoming a global marketplace.
So you're supporting because the world is a global marketplace, but is it making sense?
Do you know something? In the other, just up to the other day, Kenya was a member of the Security Council of the UN.
We have not been given grants and extended favors with the US so we can supply the policemen on this other side. So
what's wrong with it?
It's the purpose.
We are saying we breach, maybe your pesa tuache kukutaka.
So wewe hata kama ni corruption unaweza support because nani hataki pesa?
I don't support corruption.
Okay. Yeah. But you support us taking police to Haiti, but we cannot solve the bandit situations here. So we're given some old choppers.
Global obligation and killing bandits and stopping bandits are not mutually exclusive. Does not mean that if you do one, you don't do the other.
But we've not even sorted this. Hatujafagia kwetu, but sisi ndio internationally sasa sisi tunapiga PR sasa. Sino tuko na mapolisi wa kutuma. We don't even have enough police as it is. And even the police in Kenya are not even paid well. They are not treated well.
They are teargassing you.
I didn't say there are many. I said why are they using force?
Let's move to the next question.
Tuendele.
The next question, though I would answer the first one. The first one is your personal relationship with US.
My personal one?
Yes, your personal relationship with the US.
Because there's a Minister of Trade UK.
I've had my differences with the US. That's not a secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second question, your view on one man, one shilling, one man, one vote.
It's a tired conversation. It's a tired conversation. This thing of, this one man, one shilling. By the way, me, I went to school without bursary. There were no bursary those days. My parents were not rich. They were peasants.
Okay.
Yeah? There was no CDF. It's just, you know, when raised politicians don't want to talk about how we can grow the cake for everybody in this country and move together, they resort to bogeymen like one man, one vote, one shilling. Can't we produce like the way I was doing with the industrial park and move the whole country together? This the whole thing of saying this part of this country, that part of this country, I will never be part of it. Luckily, I don't want to be elected again. So I will stand up for the right thing. Do the right thing here and go to heaven.
Okay. The relationship with the Deputy President?
Well, he's my boss.
Or your relationship with the Deputy President is your boss?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is just slightly better than mine and Obina.
Clearly, I'm not your boss. Receipts are coming. Hold up. Receipts are coming.
Public Service Performance and Delivery Management Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria has sustained his attacks on Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua of fomenting divisions in government, deserting duties, and leading a campaign he labeled as, quote, zero sum.
Kuria, who sought answers from Gachagua on questions he outlined, accused the deputy president of developing unfounded paranoia, urging Gachagua to put a stop to his regional unity campaign. Ayub Abdikadir reports.
This impeachment insinuation comes a day after Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua made fiery speeches in Kirinyaga and Nyeri counties attributing his tribulations to unknown government officials. Kuria, in a 10-point questionnaire for Gachagua, sought an understanding from the Deputy President on why he reportedly refused to have tea at State House, expressing fear for cabinet committee members chaired by the Deputy President at his car.
Okay, with all due respect.
Copyright who?
Wait a
copyright
minute.
Copyright who?
Wait,
Be fair, you are content man.
Yeah.
Say copyright.
No, this is from Citizen. That's
very good.
That's
it's
Citizen.
very important to make that admission.
Yeah, let me just say this.
Because what, tomorrow,
with all due respect,
I also
Mheshimiwa,
protect the Obina copyright.
You are petty.
If I find you somewhere near this, outside here, this show, but it's okay.
Adi, you are saying DP has refused to take tea?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
No, I have my differences with the DP.
Okay.
Does not mean that we are not respectful.
Okay.
I don't support his...
But chai?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was to take it by force?
No, you see.
Kama mtu ataki chai.
How can you be so paranoid? Kwani nani atakutafuta? Mtu paranoia. Yani ya nini sasa? Kwani utakufa mara mbili? Anyway, wacha tuachie hiyo hapo. Thank you, Bina.
Wait a minute, kidogo. We have like 5 more questions. We're wrapping up. Take a quick fire. The last one from this person.
For me, Obina, Mheshimiwa, first of all, thank you very much. We appreciate what you're doing. Just a brainer. You said that at the end of the day, democracy is going to win. The biggest problem that we have as young people is that even the MPs who have voted no, when they go back to their constituencies, we have seen the public and their constituents fiercely, standing and saying that you did not represent us. So at what point, because even when the president was elected, I think the first thing that he said is that it doesn't matter, kama ulinipigia kura ama haukunipigia saizi, I'm representing the people. So really, at what point is this democracy going to win if the voice of the people is not going to be heard? Second,
at what point will democracy win if the voice of the people is not being heard?
At the ballot.
Or at the ballot?
At the ballot. It's the only way for democracy.
Okay.
It's the ballot.
Okay. Sawa. Yuko sawa.
Second Tuesday
yes.
of August 2027. Mark your calendar.
Okay.
Na usipotelee kwa shisha usahau.
Okay.
Second thing I think is the issue of fair trade and policies.
Issue of fair trade and policies.
We have seen just as recently as I think yesterday or last week, we have seen an official from the office of Musalia being arrested because of demanding bribes to investors. And Mheshimiwa, kusema kweli, tuambiane tu kweli, hii sio kitu imeanza jana. So I think the most annoying thing and what is causing this amount of rage in the young people is people are saying no more corruption. At what point is this going to stop? Can you imagine we did pay the Eurobond 3 days before time with the massive looting that is happening in government right now? What if the government had just decided to commit all resources to the right channels? How much more can we achieve as a government, as a people? And that is the thing the young people are saying, and that is why there is no leader, because we don't want anybody to be corrupted and to come and say that, you know, he or she is representing us. So to decode it, Mheshimiwa, the young people are tired of the dynasties, they're tired of the corruption, they're tired of, you know, people imposing themselves as
summarize.
So Mheshimiwa, in short, yeah, wacha tukutume kwa urezo.
Oh, okay.
And I agree with everything you've said. I have nothing meaningful to add. And young Kenyans will be justified to be tired of those things.
Yes.
And they need, mimi utanituma kwa urezo nitamwambia, wewe wacha nikutume kwa Gen Z, wachukue kura, watutoe.
Tunataka kujua what happened to servant leadership.
Yes, and
you know, what happened to yeye kupata hata ile kitu ya Mkenya halisi peke yake. You know, hana tunaona tu watch za 55 million.
Sasa
maneno Transoia.
Sasa mnaona by keeping away from this political discourse as young people, unaona what kind of genius you are denying us. Those wonderful points. It's what we want now.
Reverse psychology is fine. Very smart about it. Reverse psychology ametugeuzia. Hiyo message unamtuma haitaenda. So haitaenda. Guys,
anatusikiza lakini even the people closest advisors to him are still dismissing what young people
No, it is wrong to dismiss.
So now,
and by the way, a strong and immovable object met an irresistible force. So hata kama kuna mtu hakutaka kumove, hii force ya Gen Z hata nyinyi mmeona si kidogo. So wacha tuendelee.
Mheshimiwa, let me answer the Gen Z friend of mine for you. If people are in the street for over a week saying no, we don't want this bill, and it's still being shoved down our throats, do you believe us now telling Mheshimiwa Yati, go tell the president this, you think it will not?
Shove ya nini by your own MP. Si wewe tunajishofu. Nani hapa hana MP?
Kama MP wamenunuliwa.
Ala.
We don't want them. We want to recall them. Is the other wameficha ma clauses huko nani so kwa recall the technical.
Stop becoming escapists, guys. Come and take up your role in nation, in the affairs of this nation. You have the numbers more than us.
So from what you are saying basically is now every solution we have to wait until 2027.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Last question.
Because you have a chance. Na mkimizi your bus hata hiyo itapita. Chukueni kula tupelekeni nyumbani.
Let me pick 2 random questions from the fans that are watching online. Hapa imetosha. We cannot no monopoly bro. No, it's okay. Let me pick at least 2 from here. We have 9.2 thousand people watching. Let me pick at least 2. We can't have monopoly in studio. Kindly. Okay? Okay, kuna mtu hapa anasema No. Yo, nini. Guys, serious question. Ask Mesh, as a CS, what are his merits to hold the position? Ama yeni kubarikiwa. That is Evelyn Copper.
First of all, I'm a very blessed person. I'm a former altar boy. And I grew up in the church. But above that, I'm a very educated person. I'm very traveled. I'm very experienced. I've been a banker, technology, many continents. I have what it takes. I bring in a lot of exposure to my job.
Okay.
Ya mwisho sasa.
Oh, so that's it? Okay.
CV yangu ni defu, utalipia sasa advert.
Okay. The part for Haiti we've already discussed. We've already discussed that one as well. Ask him on the issue for freehold land and leasehold land.
No, I truly think what I told you, that I believe somehow that Parliament will amass enough numbers to work on this issue. Because it's an issue that has got merit. And you know, the land issues are very emotive in this country. We don't have to get it right all the time. That's why you have democracy, to correct us. That's why you have to go to Parliament. By the way, if we leave executive with 65% pass mark, then Parliament improves us to 80%. Then the people improve us the rest. We are a work in progress as a country, as a democracy.
To summarize what you've said basically in this whole interview, you've said about 3 things. 1, tumesha blanda ngojeni 2027. That is one of it. Yes, that's the second one. So tumesha blanda sisi mulitu elect, CHUKUENI 2027, then muli blanda hamuna kura. Yes.
Hakuna mtu anaweza to claim to be cleaner than Caesar's wife. That's what I'm saying. Nobody can claim that I'm now cleaner than Caesar's wife. Both of us tuko na makosa yetu.
Okay. Yeah. Final question. Does the government care about its people?
It does.
How?
It does.
How?
It does care about it.
It's not listening.
It does care about its people. It doesn't have to reason in the way you exactly think, but we are a very diverse country.
Do you believe in this government that you are in?
Absolutely.
You believe in it that is delivering to its people?
You are sitting on this show. That's
this is
how
not...
much I believe it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Aya, mheshimiwa ametoroka interview. Ame wrap it up, so we're gonna leave it up from there because I still have Gaucho. Si bado napanga mambo ya maandamano tomorrow. Mejua kesho sasa we are all coming out. We are rejecting the finance bill. So kesho nakutana tao.
Peaceful.
It's peaceful demonstration. We are protesting. We are not provoking.
Don't provoke.
Okay?
Peaceful.
And also inform the police.
I will.
Teargas is unnecessary. Violence is unnecessary.
And you know what?
Hata tunatetea au mapolisi.
Please now pia mpitie kwa ofisi yangu, utakuwa kwa ofisi.
Tutakuja.
Yes.
Then ambia au mapolisi pia tunatetea haki zao because mabibi zao na hata wenyewe wanalipwa vibaya na watoto wao.
Na tutachunga hii demokrasia. Kila mtu akuwe na haki ya kusema na kila mtu aheshimu haki ya huyo
mwingine.
All right. Tuko sawa.
See you guys tomorrow. Power to the people.
Teargas nitapeleka Uganda.
Thank you.